Yeah, man. We are back. Like I said, I'm tearing up the interviews this week, this month. You know this, man. WDJC DB DJ Chase Radio. This episode is brought to you by the College Radio Directory. Use the promo code DJ Chase, get 20% off, and also Groove, the hottest platform that allows you to get in touch with labels, playlist curators, to review your music content, and more. Get feedback from real people, not bots. So today we got the talented, the dope songwriter, vocalist, producer, internationally known, locally accepted, my guy Jay the Lost King in the building. How you feeling today, brother?
Hey, how are you? I'm feeling great. It's Florida weather, it's hot, but I'm doing
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Man, listen, I'm a Southern boy now. I'm in Charlotte right now, so I'm getting used to it. This heat is no joke down here. What part of Florida you in?
Right now I stay in the Clearwater area, the Bay
Okay.
Area,
Yeah.
and yep,
Got you.
just
For sure. Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, for sure, man. And I want to get into your background. So, there's not many interviews about you. You put a lot of music, but there's not a lot of interviews about you. Okay, so now we touched on this a little bit. You're not from anywhere, but you've been in the Bronx, you've been in Pennsylvania, you've been all over different places, right?
Yeah,
Where would you say that you grew up at least? Where did you grow up at least?
I grew up the most in Salt Lake City, the area over in Utah,
Yeah, Utah,
because
yeah.
my parents. Yeah, so my stepdad, he would travel a lot. He was doing trucking, so like he was just
Mm,
traveling from state to state, and they was always looking for the next job. So my parents, I guess, they struggle a little bit, so they were moving from state to state. So I never actually really had a place to sit down and call like
yeah,
home. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
I basically I grew up around in Salt Lake City. It was a little small town, kind of up the
Mm.
way a little bit in the valley.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. And being my grandfather was actually a trucker. On his tombstone, he has a 18. My grandmother put an 18 wheel on his truck. So my grandfather was a truck driver, and I actually drove mail trucks myself. And you get to meet a lot of different people and see different sceneries and different towns.
Oh yeah.
Growing up in that environment, did that affect your music and how you make music and your approach to music?
No, no, not at all. Because by the time I was traveling with my stepdad with his trucking,
Mm.
I was a little kid.
Okay.
So I didn't really start getting into music until
Yeah.
like two 2012, I guess you can say, or 2016. I
Okay.
really got into music, like doing it as a kid,
Yeah.
but my actual music craft took off when I got into adulthood.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Okay, that's good. That leads into my next question. So, were your parents like involved in music, or they just was like fans of music, anything like that?
None, neither.
Neither.
I don't even come from a background of anyone
Yeah.
within my family with
Yeah.
music at all,
Oh
personally.
wow. Okay. That nothing wrong with that. And how did you come up with the name Jay the Lost King? That's a cool name. How'd you come with the name? That name?
I mean, I j- my Facebook page says JJ, which is the nickname that my grandma gave me when I was little. So I
Mm,
kind of stuck with that. And then after I took that, and I was like, me and my wife, we just bouncing ideas back off of each other, and I was like,
yeah.
I'm kind of lost, right? I was like, in this game, no one really knows who I am, so I was like, okay, so I was like Jay the Lost, and I was like, yeah. I was like, but but I'm not just lost. I'm not just Jay. I was like, I think I'm meant for more. I was like, what about King? I was like, I don't want to say God because like God, like you know what I mean. That's like
Yeah.
what that with that type of complex. You know what I mean. So
Mm,
I was like King. I was like, what about Jay the Lost King? And
got you.
it just kind of stuck. And
Yeah.
she was like, why don't you just separate it out? Everyone keeps asking me that. Why don't you separate it out? I was like, I don't know. It just looks weird. Capitalized every single one of them. It looked
Yeah.
weird to me.
For sure, for sure. Now, like I said, what you because we're gonna go back a little bit. What made you, if your family wasn't in music, what made you want to say, you know what, I want to be a rapper?
Eminem.
Oh, okay, simple.
This is simple as that. Like he dropped Eminem show in
Yeah.
like 2000, 2012, I believe, or
Hmm.
2000, 2002, I believe. And I stayed up all night. I waited for him on the radio. You know those CD players that had the built-in radios, the antenna
Yeah.
that came up, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, I just sat there with those cheap old headphones, the gray ones, the original ones, and
Yeah,
I waited every single night for Without Me to come on. As soon as he came on, I was like, that guy right there is gonna teach me how to be a rapper. I didn't even know it was
yeah.
Eminem.
For sure, for sure. All right, I didn't even know that. You taught me something. So, with that being said, I want to ask you this, right? So, you're a big Eminem fan. I'm a huge Eminem fan. Dr. Dre, that's all my lineage right
Yeah.
there. So, I love that. All right, let me see. Let's go through some category. All right, he got let me see. Houdini or Rap God?
Oh, I would have to. I don't. I don't know. Kind of feel his new stuff is really catchy. I love
Yeah,
Houdini,
yeah.
and
I like
Rap
Houdini
God
too.
was just like a whole different level. It was
Yeah,
like he was proving that he would top everybody in rap, but it was a little different when everybody after that, they were like, you got
yeah.
to step it up a little bit, Eminem. And they started doing videos and everything like that, doing his exact lyrics. And I was like, well, I guess you're not the only one that could do that. I don't know. I think I would have to lean towards Houdini because it was totally different and he brought
Yeah.
back like his old self, which I love.
Gotcha. All right, all right, all right. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. What's the album? All right, let me see. We gonna do one more. I got one more for you. Kamikaze. Oh, that's a good one. Kamikaze, because that's similar. All right. Kamikaze or Music to Be Murdered By.
Which one? Side
Okay.
B or A?
Hey,
Kamikaze or Music to Be Murdered by?
yeah.
I would
That's
have
all.
to say Kamikaze. That's when he
Kamikaze.
snapped and he was like
Yeah.
he wasn't taking nothing anymore from anybody. So I go Kamikaze. That's like me. Like that's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to do. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, bring it all back, you know?
Yeah. Got you. Got you. All right. Let me see if we can do one more. All right. Let me see. All right. Okay, we're going to deep cuts. All right, Amityville or Guilty Conscience? Yeah.
Amityville. Too old school. Look, I gotta go old school.
All
Amityville all day. I
right,
love
got
that
you, got
stuff.
you, got you. Yeah, I'm a huge. I love Eminem, and that's I love. I'm a like I said. That's my. I love Eminem. So yeah, for sure, for
That's
sure.
that's awesome.
Now I want to ask this question. Like, you were, I guess you would kind of pinpoint Salt Lake City. And with that being said, you actually started your music career in Florida. And how did you come about? How did you end up, ultimately settling in Florida?
I ended up ultimately settling in Florida because in 2014 I met my wife online on
Hmm.
that site called Meet Me. At the time, it was called Meet Me. I don't know what
Yeah.
it's called nowadays. I think it was called My Yearbook at that time before it became Meet Me. I
Okay.
met her on that, and I was in and out of juvie at that time.
Yeah.
So at one time, I got locked up for a good 9 months because
Mm.
like I was on the run
Nothing wrong with
for
that.
just nonsense,
I don't
and
judge nobody, man. This is a judgment free platform. We don't judge nobody.
it wasn't on the run or nothing like that. It was just like, where they put kids and I was like, I'm not staying here. So I ran and then they wanted me back, yada yada. So I ran for like a little bit. I got sick of it. I gave up. They locked me up for 9 months. They said you can either stay here and find a new family, like get new parents,
Mm.
or go out to Florida with your mom when
Mm.
it's a long story about why she moved out there, but you can go back out to Florida and live with your mom. And I was like, I'm definitely picking Florida because I've been talking to this girl for forever. So the main reason
Uh,
that got me out to Florida was her. And now we're married and two beautiful kids. And I was
yeah.
like, and this is it. And I was like, finally, I was like, now I can really focus on music. So
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. I like that. I like that. And let me ask you this question. Now, you're a producer as well, so we're gonna talk some producer lingo. All right, we're gonna do a little trivia, little game. MPC, Machine, or Fruity Loops?
Fruity Loops. I don't know
Why?
why, but
Why?
I can really one. I haven't heard of the other one.
Yeah,
Two, my wife would kill me because she dished out $200 for the FL Studio. So switching to another one,
yeah.
she just killed me.
For sure, for sure. All right, all right. And I got one more for you. All right, recording says, like I said, you're producer, you're vocalist, songwriter, Pro Tools, Logic, or Ableton.
I I haven't used any of them. I'm not gonna lie. Before
So what do you use to
FL
record your vocals?
before FL Studio, I was using Audacity,
Ah,
and
okay.
before Audacity, I was using that old program called Reaper.
Oh yeah, I'm a Reba. Yeah, Reba. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Reba. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember
right.
that.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And I just bounced out from there, and I was like, ever since I moved on, I was like, I need FL Studio. I need FL Studio. And ever since
yeah.
then, it hasn't let me down. I made a beat yesterday. It's just oh nasty.
You know what? I need somebody one day after this. We're gonna talk. I need somebody to FaceTime me because I use Machine. Like this is my setup right here. I can't you can't tell me nothing bad about Machine. But do you like the studio better or you like performing on the stage better?
I like performing on the stage better.
Mm,
Like I when I'm in the studio, like I'm in my zone. You know what I mean? So I lose everything that's around me, and I just go
mm,
right into the microphone. Like I'm just in the microphone.
yeah.
And like when I'm on stage, I've always wanted a big crowd because I've always wanted to do the hands things and the
Mm,
bottom thing, have everyone they just the crowd would give me so much energy and it will
yeah.
make me feel like how I'm supposed to feel with the image that I'm trying to
Yeah.
move forward with,
Mm,
you know? So
yeah.
definitely the stage.
Stage, right? And where has been your favorite place to perform?
I haven't performed since Atlanta. Actually, no, I haven't performed since Salt Lake City in
Mm,
about 2019, 2018.
okay.
And my favorite, honestly, I was bouncing from places to places. I haven't had
Mm,
really much
yeah.
performance presence,
Yeah.
but I performed a few times in Atlanta and I don't remember the venue. So
Gotcha. Okay, well, listen, like I said, we're gonna get you out here to Charlotte, so don't worry, you ain't too far.
I can't wait to travel the states. Again,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's always something going on here in Charlotte, so you good. And then, like I said, even in New York, when I go back to New York, I'll definitely bring you, put you on some stuff up in New York. So, yeah,
Okay.
and I do want to ask this question. Now your wife is your manager, Miss Brooks. Shout out to Miss Brooke. She's on her job. How is it having your wife as your manager?
Amazing.
Mm,
I there's not one person that I would trust to move forward or make moves that I do more than her.
mm,
And it's not just her communication skills, it's everything that she can do. It's I want to be the person that I am today. Like in the schools that I was growing up in Utah, like the education out there was completely different from the education out here in Florida. And
mm.
she had masters in engineering and she was going somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
And she gave it all up to help me.
That's love right there.
And it was like she just built me up. So there's no way I would be the person that I am today if it wasn't for her help. Everything in FL Studio, she taught me.
Oh wow.
And then when she taught me that, I moved on to like YouTube and I started showing her things.
Yeah.
So it's her that always gets me to start the next thing, and then I just take off with it.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't do
Salute.
this without her. I can't do
Salute.
this without her.
Salute. Salute. I'm a married man too, so I know. For
And
sure,
I
for
know she's
sure.
gonna show up at my shows and be like, "Yo, give me that money."
Real
He ain't
talk.
performing.
Real talk. He ain't performing for free. She ain't trying to hear that we got bills to pay.
For real.
For sure, for sure. And now, yeah, I want to ask this question because I want to make sure I'm saying it right. So you're signed to Clear Music Records, correct? Or your partners with the label. Or how's the label situation?
I'm definitely signed to Clear Music Records. Shout out
Clear
to
Music
Kamar
Records.
for
For
sure.
sure. Okay, perfect. And with that being said, how is it, because once again, my show is dedicated to education. So a lot of artists, they come to me, they're like, yo, Chase, how do you do this? How do you do that? So I try to speak positive about labels and I try to tell both sides of labels. So how is it being signed and what's that experience like for you?
The experience is great. I mean, when I met Damar back in 2020, he invited me to join his summer collab compilation album for like a summer jam.
Hmm.
Um, I Spectator Stories, I think that's what it was called.
Hmm.
And ever since then, like we just kept in contact, exchanging music back and forth. And when 2024 came around, he was just like, "I got a record deal." He was like, "And
Hmm.
you've been in my eye line this entire time." And he's like, "Would you like to join?" I was the first artist on the label. I was like, "I'm not gonna pass this up." And ever since, I got things that I've been trying to get all the
Hmm.
time, like trying to get put on Pandora or get. I shot my music video in a week, and he got me up on Vivo.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
I mean, like the distribution through Empire, he was able to help me get all the streams that I'd be getting on Spotify. So
Yeah.
It was just all around
Yeah.
beneficial for
Yes.
everybody.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
just,
Yes.
it was great.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what I wanted to say. Because, like I said, everybody always think I'm like anti. I'm like, I'm not anti-label. Like, I love, if somebody come with a big bag of money, take it. Like, and plus, you can't do everything on your own. And that's what I kind of wanted to ask you. Like, do you feel like it's
Oh yeah.
beneficial as far as not doing everything on your own?
Oh yeah, no, that was very helpful. The things that he does is the stuff that I can't even do, like
Yeah.
reaching out to venues and all that other stuff. Like I'm antisocial, so like I try that, and even
Yeah.
he knows that my wife will do everything. So like
Yeah.
I just
For
yeah,
sure, for sure, for
sorry.
sure. That's good. Not for sure, for sure. I appreciate that answer. And now the new single while we here, The Profane Kingdom. Why that title?
Okay, I looked up profane for a reason. Got me
Mm,
on the spot here. I just it wasn't. I don't know. I named it profane because it's not a normal kingdom that we're all moving into nowadays. So I was just like, it's not normal. I was like, I don't know, kind of like profane a little
yeah,
bit. You know what I mean? So I was like, the profane kingdom is what we're. That's just what it leaned towards more. You know what I mean? Just
yeah.
it's kind of a cesspool out there right now. You know?
I totally agree. I just got off the phone with my father, like right before we got on this interview. I was talking to him, and we were just sharing war stories, and I'm like, these people out here crazy. For sure, for sure. And with that being said, man, who produced The Profane? You produce all your records for sure.
I produce some of my records, but that last one, I
Yeah.
like to give everybody an opportunity because I know I make beats and everything like that, but Demar makes beats. He's got a producer with him too. His name is Jay Leon and DJ Down.
Hmm.
I got songs on all of their beats. It's just I'm waiting to at the right
Yeah.
time to release them and everything like that. This
Hmm.
next single that I'm releasing is a beat that I produced,
Hmm.
but the Profane Kingdom is which which would be Slap's beat. The Profane Kingdom would be Slap's beat, and yeah, it's just the Profane Kingdom
Yeah.
was made by Slap. It was produced by Slap, so he did everything for the mixing and mastering with the vocals on that one.
Okay, for sure, for sure. That's dope, man. The record is fire. The video, I looked at the video as well. You got something there. You know what I'm saying? Even if, I'm a DJ, I'm pretty a good popular DJ, you know what I'm saying? And you definitely have something there. And like the not I wouldn't say horror, but I say the grunge rap. I call it grunge rap. Like the boom bap kind of rap that I
Yeah,
like. That's what I like. The boom bap grunge rap is I love that all day. So and I want to ask this before we get out of here too. What is like has been the hardest thing that you had to deal with in the music business thus far?
uh, getting accepted,
Mm,
I
okay.
guess, as people are having a really tough time of an artist that comes from nowhere. So I
Mm,
get pressured to find out who I am and where I'm from.
mm,
That's probably the hardest thing that I had to
mm.
overcome. They're like, you're not even from anywhere, so there's no point of you coming from nowhere. We don't even know who you are. I'm like, you will.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. Like I said, I know you're a very introverted person. My birthday was just Monday. I'm a Cancer, so we super introverted. But
Hey,
yeah, doing it.
14.
Yeah, 14. Oh yeah, July 1st, baby. Cancer season all day.
Yeah,
For sure, for sure. And with that being said, bro, like, just don't give up. You know what I'm saying? I tell any artist that, like, trust me, I've been through every horrible thing you could be in the music business coming up, and I've had people tell me all types of horrible things, and you know what I'm saying? And I work my butt off to get to where I'm at. So if you keep doing what you do and keep you have and you have a support system and having that support system really makes a difference, bro. So and you're very talented, so keep doing what you do, bro, for real.
all right, appreciate
Mhm.
it. That,
Yeah.
that that means a
Mhm.
lot. I don't hear
Mhm.
that from a lot of
Yeah.
people, so that's cool. I
Nah,
appreciate that
for
a lot.
sure, man. And I want to ask this. My last second to last question is this. Oh, yeah. Do you have a full project coming out this year?
I don't know the dates of them, but I am currently working on two EPs,
Nice.
and the last project that I will be working on will be my LP.
Okay. Or dropping this
And
year, or like within
I do.
the next year.
I don't. I don't know. I definitely don't have a definite answer
Okay.
because we're still hashing everything out.
Mm, for sure, for sure. And my very, very last question, I ask everybody this. This is the question of all questions I ask. Now, if you had a younger self to yourself, Jay the Lost King, and you and somebody, a young artist comes up to you and say, what advice do you have for me getting into the music business? What advice would you give them?
Don't be a pushover and go get exactly what you want. If you want to become a rapper or you want to just pursue any dream that you have, especially when it comes with music, the key is to not give up. I have been pushing since 2010, since my first one was born. I picked
Mm.
her up after she was born, little baby at that time, right in the hospital. I said, I'm going to get famous and I'm going to give you the world. Still haven't given up since 2010.
Nothing wrong with that, my brother. For sure, my guy Jay the Lost King out now. Man, plug where can producers reach you? What's your social media or plug everything, my brother?
It's at Jaythelostking everything. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. I don't have a LinkedIn or nothing like that, but then obviously my songs on all streaming platforms. The music videos on Vivo, it's out there.
Yeah,
Shot by Burkel, that was dope too.
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, for sure, man. My guy, Jay the Lost King. It was a pleasure having you, my brother. Jay the Lost King, the new single out, Profane Kingdom, out now, right here, streaming on WDJC, DJ Chase Radio. We got your artists. I got rotation for y'all. That we're gonna be recording at the new studio, DJ Chase Studios. Will be next week. Official WDJC, DJ DB DJ Chase Radio, DJChaseRadio.com. Get that DJ Chase Radio merch, Spotify podcast, Apple Podcast, YouTube DJ Chase TV, and I am out of here. Yeah.
yeah.